Hello, 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 everybody. Happy Friday morning to you, or Friday evening if you're on the other side of the world. And welcome to today's Messages of Love from Above. If you're new to my channel, welcome, welcome. I'm very excited to have you here and all my returning followers. Thanks for being here. And if you are enjoying the free reading, make sure to give the video and stream a thumbs up. It does help spread the Zen love, so you're part of the love tsunami. And I definitely appreciate all of that support. Before we get into the readings, let me get my desktop all set up before I jump into stuff because I will forget. So let's do that real quick, and then we'll get into the readings. Uh, we'll do some other stuff first, of course. So let me just get that set up. And all right, that looks good there. And yep, we are live. So perfect. Before we get into the readings, I like to start out the sessions by sending love out to the world. This is going to be an amazing year, and as much love as we can get is welcome. So I'm going to bring in my giant singing bowl here. And if you'd like to join me, when one of us sends unconditional love out to the world, it actually counteracts or balances out a million individuals who are experiencing lower fear vibration. That's how powerful unconditional love energy is. And if many of us do it, it just counteracts all that. But when we join together, it multiplies and expands that love to the world. So if you'd like to join me, whether you're watching live or on replay, we can all join together outside of space and time. So I'm going to take a big deep breath and come back to right here, right now. And as I hit my singing bowl, just allow that energy to flow down into your own heart, fill it up, and then it flows out to the world. So here we go. Beautiful, beautiful. Thank you so much for those of you who joined me in doing that. I'm just going to put it back here. It's going to sing for a little while. More very powerful singing bowl. It's still going, wee. All right. So if you're new to these readings, how they work is I do go down in order, first come, first serve down the readings. And I usually pull 1 to 2 cards for those. For those that donate, I do honor that as an energy exchange, and I step outside of the free readings, dive deeper into those. I pull more cards for those too. And then I return back and try to get through as many free readings as I can in the session. It's funny, the bowl's still going. It's singing today. Beautiful snowy day here in Colorado Springs, Colorado. Unexpected snow. I wasn't expecting it anyway. So it's a beautiful, at least it's on the ground. It looks like it stopped falling from the sky. Before we start the readings, let me just grab some information here. I like to make sure everyone knows the free content that I have. I did put out a 2024 energy forecast for every individual zodiac sign. Here's the playlist. So we covered love, career, and money, right? And then also split the year off into 3 equal sections of 4 months each. And Spirit gave a blessing for each and dove deep into some more messages for those periods too. So be sure to check those out if you want to kind of know what's going on for the year for you. And then there was also this winter solstice here. Um, I know you wish there was snow in Nevada. I know. I love it. We don't get a ton of snow here, so when we do, it is amazing here too. uh, that's funny. So the winter summer solstice in December goes to December 21st to March 21st. So that's a video that talks about that period of time. And at the end, There's even a second portion with a card for each individual zodiac sign and a little breakdown for each of the planets. And so if you want to kind of get an understanding of what area of your life is being influenced by that planet, like your moon, of course, is your emotions. So what's going on with my emotions? Your Venus is how you want to be loved and receive love. So what's going on with love? If you know your Venus sign in your birth chart, you can go look that up too. So it's really cool. Excuse me. And Capricorn season's almost over, but for all you Capricorn sun babies, there is a 3-month forecast in there. So be sure to check out your bonus reading and Aquarius season. I know I'm a little, everyone has Aquarius in your chart, but I have an Aquarius sun. So, of course, Aquarians have a special place in my heart, as all of you do. But here's for Aquarius season coming up. Here's a pick a card for all of us and a bonus birthday reading for Aquarians. So if you have Capricorns or Aquarians in your life, be sure to send them those links and wish them a happy birthday. I also each month I have a variety of pick a cards I put out, like these Capricorn seasons is when the sun changes to a different zodiac sign. But I also have both the new moon and full moon ones that come out. Here was the new moon for this month, which was Capricorn. And then the Leo, I think I did just put out the Leo, didn't I? Nope, the Leo comes out next week for you guys. So Leo will come out next week. And then amongst all of those, the extra week, I do a pilgrimage meditation pick a card where we do a meditation. And these that have come out for this year, because I've already recorded the one for January 31st. Oh my gosh, they're just amazing. So be sure to check those out. We go on a pilgrimage meditation and we go and visit and experience what we're to experience there. In this one, we go visit the fairy world that's below the hill of this Glastonbury tour in England. And then there's 4 pick a cards in this one. So be sure to check those out. All right. So those are the skinny on the free things. I also offer services if you're looking for a personal reading. I do past life readings, and I just introduced birthday readings, which they're 50% off until the end of January. So there's the link that tells you what's there. And all my services are listed down in the description box of the video. I have a hedge of peace and love and also a wish upon a star astro reading. So check those out if you are so interested. So there you go. All right, we'll get started here. I am using a beautiful new deck. It's the Sanctus Concordio Tarot deck by Christopher Lee. And he was so generous to offer 10% off to all of my subscribers. So if you're interested in this deck after seeing this beautiful deck, here's the link for that too. And this is in the description box of the video. Oops, I don't think that was the one I wanted to do here. Or maybe it was. Sorry. I wanted to make sure I grabbed the correct link there for you. I think that's the right one, but let me just make sure here. But if you use that code, that will get it there for you. But I think there was a different link. Oh yeah, here it is. I forgot to put the correct one on my screen here. What are you gonna do? Let me just put these in here so I don't forget here. There it is. Let's see, can I delete that one? Remove. There we go. All right, here is the correct one. All right, so that is the skinny. So let's get into it. Yeah, and I do consider everyone's reading. I do go down in order, first come, first serve. That's only fair, and then I do step out for everyone that's just coming in for any donation. So if you do want yours to be next, a donation of any kind, I do prioritize that. Otherwise, it is first come, first serve. All right. So let me just get my Screen a little bigger here. And I do have a couple donations, so we will start with those first. And so, Dune, thank you for your donation. Let me give that some love here since it lets me. And you're wanting to know how will the mess at your work be solved? Will you get the support you need and uh, the changes that you need? All right, let's take a look here. See, what does Spirit want you to know about this mess at work? So sorry. My pipes are clearing here this morning. All right. I need to went to those two there. All right. Let's see what we got going on here. So we've got some things changing here. All right. And what's this stuff here? All right. You do have this transformative energy that's coming in here. We start off here first with this beautiful Five of Cups. See how beautiful these cards are? And so this is the transformation of your emotions, changing the focus from, what is going wrong, what is down, what is, not going well, and switching that up, right? Because every moment is a choice between lower vibrational emotion or higher vibrational emotion. And whatever we focus on is what we're asking. I really love feeling this, like my work is there's a mess at work. Can I feel more of that? Can you create more of a mess or extend it out? But when I start focusing on what I'm grateful for and seeing that, every um, upset in our life is a setup for us to look at things, look at what's going on inside of me. Why am I looking at it in this way? Because you also have the Nine of Wands, which is, this is what it can feel like, right? This barrier that there's this being stuck and having this, like I said, a block where you can't move past it. I like this though because you do have the Sun card, which does show that there is this brightness that can come in here. And look, I just love these. See if I can get it to focus. There it goes, kind of going in and out there. Sorry, but this does talk about Leo energy. The again with Wands energy, it's fire. Where are you putting your fire? Where are you putting your energy? And the Leo energy, the sun also shines a bright light on every area of our life. And so we get to look at and go, what's going on inside me here? Right. Because that's where the help comes. The support you need, the changes that you need isn't the outside world. Because the world, we don't see the world as it is, we see the world as we are. And so we're like, we want the world to change, but if the world is like a mirror for us, and if the reflection isn't going to change, it doesn't matter what mirror we look in, we're going to see what the reflection of what the reflection is, right? But as I change, then the reflection changes, right? Because you've got the devil card and the hierophant. Both of these are about seeing things in a different light. The devil card shakes up your life and uh, makes you see the things that are caging you, making you feel trapped, like that Nine of Wands, right? And the Hierophant is this invitation of your higher self to draw you to this higher place, to see things from a higher perspective, and to see like your true self, the true picture of things, which is outside of our perception. Because, like I said, we don't see the world as it is; we see the world as we are. So, as we change, suddenly the outside world changes. So when we feel like here with this Knight of Pentacles, the slowest moving knight out of them all, and the Three of Swords, which does represent these feelings of disappointment, things falling short in the outside world, we realize that we do have all the support we need. We do have the changes that are occurring, and whatever is flowing outside of us is always for us to see what is it that is coming within me. Whenever I feel, and you're not alone, we all as humans were taught to focus on the mess of the world and our lives and how other people are acting. I have a little thing I read every morning, and it's quite it's quite busy right now. I'm going to rewrite it because I added some stuff to it. But one of the things I ask myself is, what or who am I fearing? What or whom am I trying to control? That's a big one for me. And what or who am I trying to fix? And so I look at those things, and then it helps me understand, what is it that is happening here, because you have all the possibilities. That sun card is that light is being shown on every area of your life, so you can look at it and see it, and go, okay, because otherwise, no matter where we go, there we are, right? And so the mess is going to follow us, because the mess is in our thinking. The mess is in what's going on inside of us. And as we look at things and we start having gratitude for what is, and we start saying, oh, this is not about them, this is a belief I have, I can transform it. I can let go of control, trying to control others, trying to fix something, and just be like, you know what? I'm just going to go with the flow. I'm going to return back to me and see what unfolds there. So I feel like that's the big message that they have here for you, Dune. So hopefully that makes sense. Um, you've asked for other tasks. Yeah, and if those tasks are meant for you, they definitely will come your way. But if they're being delayed, like that Knight of Pentacles, things go slow in order for us to take time to breathe and reflect on the situation. Otherwise, if I feel like, well, if I'm having trouble with these tasks, if I go to more tasks, they're just going to follow me. It's like uh, when we go from job to job to job and go, why are they not appreciating me? It's because I'm not appreciating myself. And so it's being reflected out there. And then I'm like, and when I start appreciating myself, amazingly enough, my jobs started appreciating me. I know. Funny how that works, right? But I love it for you, Dune. Definitely a bright, shining light. Bring it back to you. Look at yourself and go, where am I? Where are my beliefs, my thoughts, my mindsets? What am I fearing? What am I trying to fix? What am I trying to control? And then you can release those things and realize that we try to do those things because we're fearing something. And when we are able to transform those fears, we get released from that cage that we're in. And that blockade with the Nine of Wands, you take back one of those wands that's your magic wand, and amazingly enough, it opens up a place in the wall for you to step through. So I like it. All right, and that's what they have for you, Dune. Thank you again for your donation, and enjoy your adventure, right? All right. Many blessings. All right. No 72, or number 72. Thank you for your donation. Let me give that some love because it lets me. And you want to know, what can you expect these next few months? Let's take a look here and see what we've got going on here. So let's take a look. And be sure to check out your 2024 energy forecast for your sign, or even your rising sign, your moon sign, whatever you want to focus in on as well, because it'll give you some additional information there too. On the bottom of the deck, you've got both the Page of Cups, beautiful card there, and the Ace of Swords. So both of these are new thought, like an enhanced emotion, but new thoughts and beliefs coming in, clarity of mind coming in. You also have the Death card on the bottom. Look at this beautiful Death card. Got to show off the cards. Um, I just love this deck. So they're definitely, and you got the Page of Wands. So you've definitely have this over these next few months. You definitely have endings and beginnings that are coming here for you. That's just the overall energy that's coming in, and it is a time here. These next few months, we have all the planets, like the inner planets, are direct for a bit, and then all the outer planets go direct too for a few months. So we've got all this energy of forward movement and change coming in here for us, and I like that. You have the Five of Pentacles. So one of these changes with this number five and the Pentacles here is a change of your beliefs around lack, your belief around where your sustenance comes from. And you realizing you're turning inward and upward, realizing you can develop this trusting relationship with the creator in the spirit world, because they're the ones who truly bring us what we need. They're the provider, they're the source, and they have endless resources. These feelings of lack that we have come from when we trusted humans. Humans, the human characters we play, when we go in, our little inner child anyway feels unsafe or out of control, we will withdraw support from you. We will abandon someone in an instant when we go into fight or flight mode because we become a little 2-year-old with a pet cat, a hissing cat, and we'll do whatever we need to do to feel safe. And little children, they knock out the intelligent, like loving, compassionate side to protect itself. And so that's when we experience abandonment because someone that we were relying on withdrew from us and we felt abandoned, right? Even our parents, even people, adults, we revert to little children when we go into fear mode, right? That's why you see everyone doing stupid things in the world because we're acting like a 2-year-old. But there's this transformation that happens when you realize, oh, it's not them that brings me what I need. It's the creator. And obviously we've got everything we've needed in each moment, or we'd be dead right now, not being able to watch this video, right? All right. Yeah, because here you go. Here's the Five of Pentacles and the Six of Pentacles. So here's this balancing of your thought and belief and mindset coming in here. Let's see if I can get it to focus better. Um, so I like this balancing of the giving and receiving over these next few months. And oh my gosh, yeah. So there is progression, definitely. You got 5, 6, and 8 here. 8 of Pentacles is movement forward in your outside world. So I feel like the next few months, few is like 3. So month 1, you're really looking at these beliefs of lack. 6, there's this balancing of the giving and receiving that you discover inwardly. And then the 8 of Pentacles, the 3rd month, you're really seeing progression and movement that come in here as well. Let's see what comes in here. Yeah. So with the King of Swords and the Nine of Wands, you really are getting clarity. This King of Swords gives you this gift of the Ace of Swords, which is bringing you clarity around the blocks that you've had with this energy, the Nine of Wands. So you might have been feeling like something's been holding you back and limiting you. And with this combo here, it is definitely ringing of this Take 10 with Zen series that I have here. I'm going to throw it down here in the chat. Here's the playlist, and it's episode 4 and 5. Even though it talks about fate, this is about the Six of Pentacles is episode 5, which talks about this out of balance giving and receiving, where we felt I have to give so much to receive so little. And the little inner child, going back to them again, are the ones with that 5 of Pentacles, like, no, we don't deserve that. We're going to keep this forest filled up and not have love or abundance or that job or that raise or that promotion. We don't deserve that yet. So if you've been feeling those kind of things, definitely check out that video, because it talks, number 4 talks about the energy, like a focus of our energy, and then episode 5 talks about the 6 of Pentacles that comes in there, and I like that because here we go. Yeah, and then you ultimately have the 5 of Swords. So coming back with this change of conflict of your mind and your heart is like, I know we deserve this, and the mind's like, no, these beliefs that are in there. So there is this change that's coming here in these next 3 months that's going to, if you will put in that work and it's not really work, it's like release, because when you just bring the subconscious beliefs that are running on autopilot below the surface, in that realm of the child, the inner emotional child, when you bring them into the conscious world, it allows us to be able to change those things and change the overall energy. So that's what they have for you. And so many blessings to you. I appreciate you and your donation, and enjoy your Nevada dryness there. You never know, maybe you'll get some snow. Still early in winter, right? All right, many blessings to you. All right, and I think that is it. Let me clear this out of the way here. I think that is all Just check my email, make sure no donations came through there. Nope. All right. So we are good to go. Right, I hear you, and it is time for it. And with Pluto going into Aquarius tomorrow, we've got a lot of huge transformation happening just collectively on the planet. So you want change, buckle up. Here it comes. It's going to be the world is changing, and then we will also change along with it. Very good. All right. So we will scroll to the top and we'll start with the free readings. And like I said, if anyone does want theirs prioritized, all you have to do is make a donation of any kind and I will move it up next. All right. So, new love, you are up next. So, you were like, what would you like best, B or P? So, as far as liking, of course, that's going to be up to you. I'm going to look at the energies of B and P and I'm going to show it to you. And then you get to decide which out of the two that you would like. So, let's take a look here. We'll have a card for B and a card for P. So, B, you've got the Eight of Swords. So, Eight of Swords brings you some freedom. It allows you to see your thoughts, your beliefs, your mindsets that have been blinding you, trapping you, and making you feel restricted. So, this is a flowing mental energy that opens up possibilities and it gets you out of old belief patterns that free you up. So, there is a lot of freedom and movement. Wow. And then you got P is also sorry here, the Knight of Swords, which is movement of thought and belief and mindset, and this quest for higher truth, seeing things from higher perspective, and there is very fast movement. So Eight of Swords, the B is movement and flow and clearing of things. The Knight of Swords would be faster. It gets you. It changes a lot of mindsets, which can mean in order for us to change mindsets, things are brought up to us to question our mindsets too. So it would be like B would be your regular study, and P would be what do they used to call it? Accelerated or advanced. Like if you had math, you'd have advanced math or honors math or whatever. It's like, whoa, do you really want to go? Do you want to just do the regular? Let me go with the flow and do, or do I want to go extreme? P would be extreme, more extreme, and B would be, going with the flow and feels a nice, comfortable, slow river, where P feels like a white water rapids. Like it's going to be challenging, but you're going to get places faster with it, with your mindsets and that. So you can determine which out of those two would be more for you at this time in your life. You might be like, yeah, let's bring on the challenger. You're like, oh no, I've been through enough. I'm going to take it easy. So I hear you. All right. So that's what they have for you, new love. And then Kimberly Junius. Hey, how does Marshall feel about you? So let's take a look here and see what's going on inside Marshall's heart towards you. Of course, I think I mentioned it quite a bit whenever we ask what someone's thinking or feeling about us. It's about what's going on inside of them a lot because we'll look at the energy they have towards you in this moment, but that can change depending on how they're feeling and how they're doing, right? So we'll take a look here. Well, we've got slow-mo on here because we've got the hanged man here, and we've also got this I don't know why it's not focusing, but we've got the temperance card, which is about patience and things slowly moving forward, slowly transforming, and the hanged man is also transforming as well. So they've got a lot of their energy focused in on themselves. I do feel like they're going through this transformation with two major arcana, and you're part of that transformation. You're part of all that, but I just feel like, as far as the feelings, I just feel like they're taking their. It's like everything's on pause and hold because temperance is a patience card, and unfortunately, the hanged man is a patience card too because it's about watching the caterpillar in a cocoon transforming. And when we ask, wonder what that caterpillar's thinking about me, they're focusing on like, God, what's happening to my skin? It's disappearing. I'm becoming caterpillar juice. And we're like, well, what are they thinking about me? Well, they're really focused on themselves a lot with this energy coming in here. So I feel like emotions and all of that are on hold right now as they're going through their transformation. And it is a significant one with two major arcana. So that's what they got going on right now, Kimberly. So many blessings to you. And we'll continue moving down the list here. And Dollface Diva, hey, hey. So you'd like a general for next week. Let's see here. What does Spirit want you to know about next week? All right. Excuse me. All right. So you've got the Knight of Pentacles and the Two of Swords. So it does feel like there's been something slowly been unfolding in your outside world here, the Knight of Pentacles. And the Two of Swords is telling me that it's actually um a decision point is coming up regarding it. And it could be, I kind of feel like it's, well, do I want to continue to see if this will, unfold? Or am I tired of waiting and don't want to take an off ramp? It's like if you ever have like a page you're waiting to load and you're like, well, is it held up? Is something wrong? Do I need to reboot my computer and then try it again? Because it's something keeping it stuck, or should I just abandon it and then come back and try it again? That's the kind of energy I feel is coming up here for you. Something that's been you've been waiting in the works feels like it's been taking like longer than you had wanted it to take or expected it to take. And now you have a decision point to make. Do I want it or don't I want it to wait any longer? And that's the big energy of next week is really determining, like, asking yourself questions like, why did I want this in the first place? Do I really want it? Why do I want it? If I do want it, is it because I want it or because was told I'm supposed to want it? And it's like, am I afraid of something? Am I afraid if I don't wait that I'll never get another opportunity? And it's like, know that whatever's meant for you will never pass you by. So if there's something that you're wanting to wait, I mean, to kind of take an exit ramp on, you'll end up coming back to it anyway. So there's no wrong choice, there's no wrong path. So follow your gut and decide for what you want, not out of fear. Do it out of self-love. So that's what I feel is coming in for you, Dollface Diva. So hopefully that resonates for you. And many blessings to you. And we'll continue moving down the list here. We've got Kritika Sayani. Hello, hello. So will Anavesh and you come into communication again and become best friends again? All right, let's take a look here. Based on current energies, what is on its way for you here? All right. So you got the Hanged Man, which is there's transformation happening. There's the Three of Swords is about heartbreak, disappointment, being let down, that type of energy of conflict, and that is what needs to transform in order for this Page of Pentacles, which the Page of Pentacles is about new opportunities opening up in the outside world. So in order for you guys to kind of come back into communication, become best friends again, it feels like there is some, inner fears, some disappointments that need to transform. And it's not about, the other individual, well, if they'll do their stuff, then, it's like, no, you can't control what's going on inside them. You can only look at inside of you and go, okay, what kind of disappointment, what kind of pain, what kind of experiences did I have, and what kind of mindsets do I need to do to allow them the freedom to be that person again and not have a whole lot of expectations, but this transformation of thoughts and beliefs and focusing on what you're grateful for. So there definitely is possibilities with that Page of Pentacles, but it does take that work on both sides. And I don't, with those cards coming in there, it's hasn't happened yet. And I don't feel like it's begun So it is important for both sides to be able to look at that forgiveness, release, in order for this to come back together as best friends. So all you can do, like I said, is on your side. Yeah, even on the bottom of the deck, you've got the 5 of swords here and the 3 of pentacles too, which the 3 of pentacles is about allowing each other to be your true authentic selves and not try to be who you think other people want you to be. Sorry. but but there is this, again with the 3 of swords and the 3 of pentacles coming out, um, the gratitude and appreciation for who someone is rather than where they fall short. So there is that kind of energy that has to happen first. Right now, like I said, I don't feel like it's begun on both sides. And you can do on your side. And then if you feel you want to reach out and, say I'm sorry for the way that, my actions made you feel, and because you can't control it. Your actions really didn't make them feel anything. Your actions just created an opportunity for them to feel a certain way, as well as their actions created a certain way for you to choose to feel a certain way. We can't make anybody feel anything, but to start the bridge, to start the gap, sometimes it just takes us saying that, even though the truth is, um, it was up to them how they chose to feel. But if it's an important relationship, we do, put that, um, you know, effort forward to reconnect and to try to make things better. So that's what's coming in, Kritika. Hopefully that makes sense, and that's what they have for you. So many blessings to you, and we'll continue moving down the list here. And we've got Jean XO. Hello, love. Thanks for the reminder about the thumbs up. I definitely appreciate all of the love and support. If you guys do give the video and stream a thumbs up, it does help spread the Zen love, and you're part of the love tsunami. So, and it's all free, which is a great price, right? So, thank you guys so much for doing that, and thank you, Jean, for the reminder. I get caught up into the readings, and I forget to thank you guys for all the love and support. All right. And you want to know the underlying energies as well, but you want to know why the Virgo didn't respond to your text last night. You know he saw it. All right, what's going on with this Virgo? And see what is happening here. Oh wow, so you got 2 number 8s here. We got the 8 of Pentacles and this beautiful Strength card. Let's see if I can get him to focus in here. There we go. So with these 2 eights, it is about a lot of flow, and this is like work, and I don't know if they're in school or schoolwork or if they got distracted by work, but they are. This is like getting to know their human self, their higher self, and their human self, and this 8 of Pentacles, of the work. So I don't know if they were working, like they had something they had to do, and then they just felt it was too late to respond, or I just felt like they were kind of focused in on themselves with this energy and doing the work. 8 of Pentacles is about the blood, the sweat, the tears. And the Strength card has this feeling of aloneness, almost hermity energy, which is not the norm. It's Leo energy, which is fire, but Leo energy also is about reflective energy. So, whatever they were looking at last night, it just felt like they were in a mood to be alone and to think about things, which Virgos, that's one of the things I love to do is think, 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 think. My Pluto is in Virgo, which is a wonderful combo, but it gets you. You just want to dive and think and ruminate and overthink, and so that's the energy that's coming in there. Oh, and then the on the bottom we have the Fool's card, which of course is about this new journey that they're in, this new way of looking at things, this new way of freedom, and and they're looking at like planning and plotting this new adventure for their life. And I feel like their life is like, um I don't know if they're just having this big fork in the road and this big pivotal point that they have to alter their life. And I feel like there's a lot of that going on in their mind, and this that would explain all this work that they're doing too. So just a lot going on, and they were caught up in their thinking, and then I feel like they saw it and they're like, okay, I'll respond to that, but I need to finish this first. I need to look at this. And then boop, they went into their spinning off into this world of overthinking. And then they probably forgot to come back to it, is what I feel. So that's the kind of energy, very distracted with what's going on in their life. So hopefully that makes sense, Jean, but that's what's coming in. So many blessings to you. Uh, oh, you're a Leo. That's funny. Yeah. Okay. Well, all right. You're very welcome. All right. So we'll continue on here. So, Goddess Angelic Vibes, 1111, general reading. So, let's take a look here and see. What does Spirit want you to know right now? All right. So, you've got the Seven of Pentacles and the Two of Cups coming in here. So, Seven of Cups, I'm sorry, the Seven of Pentacles is about, it's like the last thing that grows on the fruit tree is the fruit. And so that's the slowness, right? And the Two of Cups is love, and it's kind of a little message for you here that, it is taking time for things to unfold regarding love and important relationship, and not to give up hope, but it is happening on purpose for a purpose. Whenever we get like a patience card that comes in with love, there's this energy of things are slowed down on purpose for a purpose, because if we don't have this energy of lower vibrational energies, we're going to keep attracting what we've always had. When we do what we've always done, we get what we always have gotten, right? And so when we have some lower vibrational energies around the Two of Cups, then we draw in the reflection of that over and over and over, right? We're like, yeah, tell me. But at some point, it's like our heart and our soul are like, okay, we've experienced that to the extent we want to, but now let's slow it all down. So I stop drawing it in as fast, so I can raise my love vibration by looking and questioning my thoughts and beliefs around my lovability, my emotions. What can I clear away? These thoughts and beliefs and emotions that no longer serve me. Even clearing out relationships and emotions to make space for it. It gives us the time to raise our love vibrations. So we start drawing in something of a higher vibration instead of lower vibration. And this is what it's saying is like things are slow on purpose for this Two of Cups, but it's a great time while we're waiting to focus on those things, raise our self love, our self worth, opening up to that higher love from above, because we can't love others more than to the extent we love ourselves, nor receive love from others more than to the extent we love ourselves. So it's a win-win, win-win-win all the way around when we expand our higher love, because we're raising our love vibration, we're drawing in something higher, but we're also able to give and receive love to the humans as well as receive this great amount of love from above. And so it transforms things. And I feel like that's what they want you to know right now, is that love is coming, but just continue to work on raising your love vibration. Because in addition to all of that, it also speeds things up. Because as we're raising our love vibration, like, all right, now let's start that process and allow that love to come in faster, because it slowed down because it didn't want to draw in the lower vibrational fast. But now it's like, all right, we're at a place where we're able to, our energy matches that. So it'll speed it up. So hopefully that makes sense there. Goddess angelic vibes. But that's what they have for you right now. So many blessings to you. All right. And we'll continue moving down the list here. And so Anjali Joshi, hello, hello. and you'd like some spirit guidance. All right, let's take a look here. What guidance does spirit have for you right now? All right. Okay. Wow. You definitely have this message here of power and energy because you've got the magician card coming in here, who does usually hold the magician to the sky and is this conduit of energy, bringing it onto the earth. And you have the Knight of Wands, which is the fastest moving knight out of them all, but they also are this. On a quest. All knights have a quest, and this one is questing for the Ace of Wands, the magic wand. So there is this movement of energy, this questing of energy, stepping into your power here as well. And so the message when we're asking for like guidance and advice is realizing wherever we focus our energy is what grows and expands. We're very powerful. Um, Energy is always leaving us our intentions, our focus. And so, when I focus on, and we're all taught as children, human children, focus on the what's missing in my life, what do I hate in my life, what do I fear won't come into my life or will leave my life, or fear what will come into my life or not leave my life. And so when we focus our energy on that, that grows and that expands. A great example that spirit likes using is it's a little kid going into a donut shop. The little glass case with all the donuts, if it points out all the donuts it hates, it gets a dozen of those donuts. But if it focuses on instead what it loves, you'll get dozens of that instead. So we can transform our energy and what we're drawing into our life because like attracts like. Instead of focusing on those lower vibrational things, we can focus on the higher vibrational, which are of gratitude, of unconditional love and joy and laughter. It's the higher frequency. And what's great about that is when we're in the lower vibration, it's very noisy. We can't really hear clearly from spirit because it's so loud. It's like being in one of those bars where they have the music so loud. You see people's lips moving, but you're like, I ain't understanding what you're saying. I don't read lips. But when we get into that peaceful place of that higher vibration, we also can hear from spirit in much more clarity because it's very still and quiet and peaceful. So I feel like this is, spirit saying you have the ability to really expand your energy and connect with spirit in higher and higher ways as well. But really focusing, realizing whatever we spend most of our energy on is what gets attracted to us faster. So if I have gratitude for an hour a day and fear 23 hours a day, I'm going to be bringing in these lower vibrational things. But if the more I focus on gratitude, it's a stronger energy too. It brings in things faster and faster and greater for you as well. So I feel like that's what's coming in here with these. Your energy's in your hands, and so what do you want to draw in? And there's no wrong or right, it's just different experiences. But when you're like, I've had enough of this lower vibrational stuff, I want to try some higher vibrational, it's within your power to switch it up. So I like that for you, Anjali Joshi, and many blessings to you. That's what they have for you right now. All right. And then Soul Searching Vibe, you are up next. I'm just going to take a sip here. All right. So, Soul Searching Vibe, messages from your higher self. What does your higher self want you to know right now? Nope, not those. Anything else? All right. You definitely have this Pentacles message here, which is all about the outer world here. See if I can get him to focus. Come on. But we've got this energy here that comes in. I'm not sure why is it not your life is out of focus. The two pentacles is about balance and having this beautiful balance and choices that are coming in the outside world. The nine of pentacles is about independence and A nine is the hermit's journey. It's so when it's talking about a hermit's journey of the outside world, it is about kind of stepping back and connecting with spirit. Usually there's some sort of bird, which I don't think there's one in this one, but it is that you're not alone, you're with spirit when the nine of pentacles comes in. So this choice, this balancing that's coming in, I feel like there's an opportunity and a decision to be made with these cards where you're kind of going, well, and people are all having their opinions and influence here, or they're trying to influence it. And this nine of pentacles is about step back away from all the noise, ask spirit for the recognition and the clarity to come in there, and then the decision will become easier, because spirit doesn't meddle with us in our lives. We give them a honey-do list before we come down. They're always working on that. But while we're down here, they honor our free will and power of choice. And so they won't like jump in and try to do things without us asking, because they honor it. And so if you ask of your own free will, which is this nine of pentacles, you step back, you go, hey guys, I'm really kind of going back and forth between these two, and I don't have an obvious answer. So can you give me information that will make it an easy answer for me? And you'll get clarity that'll come in out of nowhere. And you're like, okay, that makes sense. No brainer. I'm going this way. And I like that. They will help us if we ask, but we're stubborn, as humans, and we all do it. It's like a little 2-year-old wanting to pour milk into its cereal the first time. No, I want to do it. And they're like, okay, you need to learn. So if you need help, we're here. If it becomes too much, because that's a big pitcher, glass pitcher of milk. And so they get the paper towels and the mop. They get all ready because they know when we're learning, it's going to be messy. But they'll clean it up and they'll help us too. If we're like, oh, help, they'll be right there to grab onto it, and do that. So I like that for you, soul searching vibe. Don't be afraid to ask, but you do have a decision coming up in the outside world, and just kind of step back and you know from everyone else's opinions, and yeah, so that's what they have. So many blessings to you. All right, I do have a donation. Mia, thank you so much for your donation. Hello, dear, and give that some love there. And you want to know, yeah, happy to see you too. So, you working for EG Company as your next job, going through all the interview and training, and actually starting to work for them. All right, let's take a look here and see, based on current energies, are you working for EJ Company and going through the interview and training and going through all that here? All right, so let's see what we've got happening here. All right. Yeah, you've got, the bottom of the deck, you have the Magician and the Nine of Wands, and the Seven of Wands, and the Ten of Wands. Well, you got a lot of energy coming in here. There's a lot of fire. You got all this spiritual and energy moving underneath. So there's a lot of empowerment that's below the scenes. It has a lot to do with what you're focusing on here for sure. Because you even have wands on the cards that came out up front, because your first card that came out is the Queen of Wands. So she is able to connect with spirit in powerful ways, because all the queens are given a second portion of, which is cups, emotion. Usually has a black cat, which represents this beautiful connection, but she also is someone who can really take her energy, all this energy, and you're able to move forward and you're able to do things. So there is great possibilities for this to happen. You got the Three of Cups, which is joy, celebration. And the more you do focus in on joy and gratitude, the more the fruition comes in here. Because you've also got this Five of Wands and Five of Pentacles. So it has to do with some beliefs around worth and your energy around worth. coming in here, and these fives are transformative energy. And I just feel like you definitely have a high possibility with your energy if you focus in. I mean, 10 of wands, 7 of wands, 9 of wands, the magician, the queen of wands, all of that is this fire energy. And if you focus on going, you know what? This is what I want, because there's no right or wrong with this. I don't feel like you have a fated company that you have to work for. I feel like, with the judgment card on the bottom is you can live your calling working anywhere, um, that it doesn't matter where you work. They don't have like a have to, regarding that. There's not like a fated company that you get to choose the direction. You're like, you know what? This is what I want. And I really want to work for this company. I really want to do this. And so when you're focusing gratitude and this joy and excitement about it and not fear, then you have this transformation that happens. The 5 of Pentacles is saying that there's this change of worth, of self-worth, and the 5 of Wands is the change of energy from fear to higher gratitude, unconditional love, joy, and that does move things forward there for you. Yeah, well, that explains the fear here. So if it is something that you truly, truly want, and you know that this is what you're wanting, then you're like, "You know what? I'm going for it, and I'm going to do everything possible to get through the training." And if you're like, "Why do you feel it's too hard for you?" Where's these beliefs of lack and, that I won't be able to do that. That, when we're in fear, that's what happens, right? And if we ever had, like, these beliefs that we get with, that I'm not smart enough, or I won't be able to do that, or I'd fail at it, comes from our earlier life, right? Where which we have really self-fulfilling process. Your brain can't take all that information. You believe it, but this is what I'm saying is, where do those beliefs come from, right? When we're younger and we have ourselves under a lot of pressure, if I study, 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 and this is before my brain created these fears about, when we're studying, studying, studying something, and then someone says, "You better pass that, or you're gonna get punished, or you're gonna be embarrassed, or, what if you don't pass it?" There's this fear, right? And or maybe we didn't study and we went and took the test and we didn't do well, then we have these thoughts and these beliefs that form, and then when we go to take a test, we freak out. And, we talk about on this channel a lot about this human brain, this human body. When it goes into fear, when that little inner child feels unsafe, like you feel unsafe in doing this or out of control, guess what happens? It throws out our intelligent brain, also our compassionate and loving side. Little 2-year-old and its pet hissing cat are in charge, and they'll do whatever it feels to feel safe. But that doesn't help in a test or exam or studying when we're like, "I feel unsafe." The brain is gone. We're back into the 2-year-old reaction. It's not an adult, mature individual learning and gleaning information. And so, I like that. Maybe, looking into going, yeah, why do I believe that about myself? Where in my childhood did I have these fears of failing? And when was I punished or not praised, or I lost support, or I felt ostracized or rejected, for not doing as well as other people? And it's like, yeah, but that was a child, right? And we can look back and go, oh, I see. I see where that is. And we can transform that into knowledge, and we can move forward with it, right? Where we're like, you know what? Yeah, if it's something I love, I'm gonna put all my energy into it, and I'm gonna go for it. And if I don't meet the standards of a company, say la vie, I learned a lot, and I'm go on to the next thing. But there's no failure, right, when you're going and doing something you truly want. That's what they're saying, "Is this something you truly want? Then go for it." You're gonna have all the energy and support behind it. If you're afraid of it and you're like, "Well, I don't is it worth it for me or not?" Then you're like, "No, then I don't do it." So That's, what's coming in there. So you have the power to do it, but it's up to you. That magician is realizing, that you have everything within you to accomplish whatever you want in life. When you're trying to do something that everyone else wants, it's like when people tell you they try to get you to quit smoking. And so you try to quit smoking for them, but that doesn't last very long because it's not for you, right? And that's where if we're doing something out of trying to do what I think everyone else would want me to do instead of what I want to do, that's where but when you're living your dream and you're headed towards your dream, you don't look at things as a failure, you look at things as a stepping stone to getting to where you're wanting to do, right? So hopefully that helps, Mia. You got it if you want it. All right. Yeah, I am doing free readings. I do step out to complete donations. Kimberly, I did already start free readings, and I did complete yours already as well a little while ago. Um, so yeah, you guys can pop them down. But donations, I do step out, and that's what I've just done. But now I'm returning back to Z free readings. So I'm scrolling back up, and thank you again, Mia, for your donation and um, this wonderful journey that you're on. Let's see here. Yeah, Kimberly, you were like two, three, four, five, six, seven, probably about 8 or 9 readings ago. All right, Lynx Lee, you are up next. So you would like to know the rest of the January month for you? Absolutely. And I think I already mentioned the energy forecast for 2024 are also available out there. I posted the link earlier, and it's down in the description box of the video if you want to look at your entire year. Give us a 4-month forecast too for January through April if you want to check those out for some additional information. So, yeah, you've got the 7 of Cups and the King of Swords. So, the rest of January for this next less than 2 weeks now, you got a lot of clarity coming in with the King of Swords, and that helps with the 7 of Cups too. I feel like with the 7 of Cups, see if I can show these clearly here. Um, I love the 7 of Cups because it looks like there's like all these opportunities that are opening up and these possibilities. And it's like, I don't know what to do. Which way do I go? Which way do I go? There's your emotions are taking you in a lot of different directions. Well, the King of Swords comes in here to help bring some clarity for you because they have that Ace of Swords, plus all the kings are given a second portion of swords. So they are very mental, but they can connect to the spirit world and see things from a higher perspective and bring in clarity for you too. So I like this because I feel like you're gaining some clarity on whatever these directions that your emotions want to take you. You do get clarity that comes in, and you definitely have this ability to ask spirit, connect with spirit. You want to see things from a higher perspective, not so much from that here. Yeah, this card came flying out. And here's the 8 of Cups, which allows you to move forward and leave behind emotions that don't serve you and move towards a dream. So I like that. What a beautiful card to follow the 7 of Cups. So with this clarity, you move up to the next step, and you're leaving behind going, okay, you're whittling through going, you're taking these 7 cups and going, you taste a little bit, go, yeah, no, I don't want that, don't want that, don't want that. And you're getting this clarity of what direction to head, and which out of all these directions that your emotions wanting to go, which ones are your emotions, which ones are a result of fear of making a wrong choice. And there's this kind of clarity that comes in where you're like, okay, I'm choosing for me. I'm choosing with new information and clarity that's coming in. So don't be afraid to ask spirit for that energies. So that is what is coming in there for you at Linksley. So many blessings to you. And then angel blessings, you are up next. All right. All right. And for new people coming in, the process is all listed in the description box of the video, but there's no special list. The chat is the list. You put your question out there, and then I go down in order, first come, first serve. And if anyone makes a donation, I do step outside of that to honor that energy exchange. I dive deeper into those, complete them, and then I move back and move down the list. I try to get through as many as I can. 2 hours, I have about an hour left. So we are moving right along here this morning. So, angel blessings, you are up. So, Pisces, thoughts towards you. Let's take a look here. For free readings, I usually pull 1 to 2 cards, but for the donations, I do dive deeper. All right. So, angel blessings, Pisces thoughts towards you. We've got the Lovers card coming in here and the Five of Cups. So, the Five of Cups is, I'm sorry, not the Five of Cups, the Page of Cups. I don't know why I was thinking the five, but five is a movement and change of emotion, which makes sense that uh, that they're bringing that into my head, even though that's not in the cards here. But there's all this emotion that's coming in, and the Page of Cups is a higher movement, moving love to a new level here. So I know that I feel like we've been looking into the Pisces thoughts towards you lately, and they've kind of been very self-contained, but something's going on here. Something is changing because they're looking at your relationship as a very important one, and it's upgrading here with all this emotion. So, whatever this Pisces was going through, I feel like they're getting clarity. They're getting, things sorted out in their life where they're starting to look into love and relationships now. And so there is this heightened emotion, like it says, it's number 11 here is I love that they labeled them here because it's not the Ace of Cups, it's the Page of Cups. So gone through all of the cups, it's going to a new level of emotion. And so I like this for you. I feel like they are whittling, not whittling down. That's funny, but like clearing out is a good word, like dumping a lot of old emotions, friendships, love interest, whatever. It's like they're cleaning house emotionally. And they're like, they look and they've put you on the important shelf of emotions and of relationships too. So I feel like you're going to be getting different vibes emotionally from them here very, very soon, if not like today. It just feels very like sudden. And maybe this Aquarius Pluto energy tomorrow, it's shaking things up. It's really allowing them to go, I'm seeing who's important in my life and who's not. So I like that for you, angel blessings. And that's what's coming in for you right now. All right. We'll continue moving down the list here. And Cutie, you are up next. So you'd like a love reading. Let's take a look here. See, what does Spirit want you to know about love right now? All right. So very divine feminine energy coming in here. You've got the High Priestess and you've got the Queen of Wands. And both of these are very, very intuitive energies. Of course, the High Priestess is one of the most psychic individuals connected to spirit in the entire deck, right? And then the Queen of Wands here, she rolls over spiritual energy, but all the queens are given a second portion of water, which gives her a special connection to spirit too. So all of this is saying, regarding love, really go inward. The High Priestess steps away, goes inward, connects upward to connect to that unconditional love from above, goes behind the veil to understand things, dives deep into her own emotions to understand, why do I feel like I want to feel, clearing away, any emotions that bubble up and come to the surface. There is this clearing, there is this stepping back and preparing for love. But the biggest thing that comes in with spiritual love, which is the love that we are really all searching for, it's the eternal, unconditional love of the higher realms. There's this energy here of turning inward and upward, finding that love, expanding that love, because the more we raise our love vibration, the faster it brings in the higher love we're looking for through another, reflected in another human being. But it also allows us to give and receive love in greater amounts, because we can't love others more than we love ourselves, nor receive love from others more than to the extent we love ourselves. So we're opening that pipeline as we open up our higher love, our self-love that's coming in here. So I feel like they're nudging you inward and upward. Focus on that spiritual energy, because if you're looking for an outside person to bring you that love, it's going to be disappointing. It's not going to fulfill for very long, if at all, because what we are looking for is to fill up with that inner love. And when we're filled up and overflowing, what people give us from the outside world changes from feeling like lack and falling short to above and beyond feeling full. So that's what's coming in for you right now, cutie. So many blessings to you. All right. And then Smooth Life, you are up next. And you want to know, do you already know your future spouse? All right. So let's take a look here and see what they have here. Do you already know them? All right. We've got the Queen of Swords and the Knight of Cups. And I like they're telling me here that you would know it, because this Knight of Cups is in service of the Queen. You know, the Queen has swords, but she also has cups. And the Knight of Cups is serving you emotionally. And so I feel like there's no doubt that you would, the White Knight walking in offering you love. It's like, okay, I feel like it's so romantic. It's so um again, this knight is in service of the queen, that it would be like, wow, they make you feel like this. And if there's not anyone in your life that makes you feel like this, then no, I don't feel like you have. You're like, hell no. but but this is the kind of beautiful relationship that comes in, someone that's so able to express their emotions and their devotion, and they reflect, it's like this emotional piece that's so important. So much time that people will express their passion, like, hey, I think you're hot, and people will talk and talk and talk to you, but you're like, but where's the emotion? I want someone who can express and say, I love you, and here's my heart, I want to give you my heart, and this is how I feel about you, and how do you feel, what do you want to do? It's like they treat you like, wow, you're important and you matter to me. And that's the kind of person that's coming your way as your husband or your spouse, your future spouse. And you're like, all right, I will take that, right? Otherwise, it's like, I'm gonna smother you in your sleep. No, don't murder anyone. But that's what's coming in, Smooth Life, for you. So there you go. Many blessings. I love that. All right. And then Pinky, you are up next. Anything that you need to know. All right. Oops. All right. Gotta be gentle with these cards. Don't want to bend them. All right. I love this. What do you need to know? We've got the star card and you've got the page of wands. And I like this, that your dreams can come true here. Look at this, wishing upon a star card here. And the page of wands is this enhanced new passion, new drive. And I feel like they're telling you that if you're trying to find your life purpose and trying to find out what is it that my dream come true is, not the dream that other people have given you your life, and go, you wake up in the morning going, oh crap, I got to go live my dream today. This energy that's coming in is that you get to choose, what is your dream? What is your star? What's your North Star that you can follow for your dream? And you have this new passion that's ignited, and this new feeling of living instead of existing. And I like this, that you are here on purpose for a purpose. And there's this great energy of realizing what it is you want to do and how you want to do it, and that unfolds. If you haven't checked out this, and if I haven't said this, this is a great book. It's Discover Your Dharma, which is Life Purpose by Sahara Rose. She's got a great, if you go to her website, it's free. It's imsahararose.com. She's got some tests on there to test for your dharma archetype and your dosha. It's under purpose and um, under the Ayurveda. There's quizzes under there. So if you look at those, yeah, because this card came flying out too. Got the Hanged Man, which is the transformation card from a caterpillar to a butterfly. So I feel like your life is about to go through a transformation as you discover what it is truly that you want to do, not what you've been told you're supposed to do, or this should be your dream. It's like, what is my dream? And so that can bring you some clarity with that too. But that's what I feel you need to know right now. So many blessings to you, Pinky. I'm excited to find out what that is for you. All right. So many blessings. You're very welcome, Kimberly. All right. So up next, we got Grace 1111. You want to know what is coming towards you. So let's take a look here. What does Spirit want you to know about what is coming towards you here? All right. All right. We've got this moon energy coming in here. See if I can get, there it goes. A little bit clearer there. And the Knight of Wands, fastest moving knight of them all, which is, the horse on fire. I just feel like there's this, and you can even see the full moon behind the Knight of Wands. I feel like this full moon coming up in this Leo, which did I already post that? Let me see here. I think no, that comes out next week for everyone. So the Leo full moon is on January 25th, and on January 24th, the Wednesday before that, we'll put out a pick a card for that talks about the full moon release energy as well. And I feel like that's an important um energy for you to really focus on some releasing some things from your life so that these new seeds can be planted, that are coming in here. So, what's coming towards you here is this opportunity to really embrace this full moon energy, and a big release is coming for you. Leo energy talks about, every other week when I have a new moon and full moon pick a card, I talk about the energies of that moon, and for the new moons, how you can make 10 new moon wishes, and for the full moon, how you can do 10 releases of things in your life. So be sure to check that out, because I feel like this full moon, with all this coming in here, is very important for you. There's important release that is done for you in regards to those energies. So keep a lookout for that, or you can just look at Leo characteristics, um, and just see, like, okay, what in my life, this areas of my life, am I ready to let something go, to clear something out, to plant new seeds in? Because I feel like this is what is coming towards you, is this newness here. So I love that for you. Right? That's what they have for you, Grace. So I'm excited. Let's see what that brings forward next Wednesday. All right. So many blessings to you. All right. And we are to Anusri. Anything about your divine counterpart? All right. Let's take a look here and see, what is Spirit willing to tell you about your divine counterpart. All right. Evidently, that is one of your cards. All right. So you've got both the Devil card and the Knight of Wands. So Devil card is Capricorn, Saturn energy that's coming in here, but I don't feel like that's their sign. I feel like they're more of a fire sign with this Knight of Wands, because that's them riding in, coming into your life. But one of the things they want you to know about them is, with this Capricorn Saturn energy, is that they've really faced a lot of their restrictions and things that have made them feel small. They've gone through, you know, a large portion of questioning these thoughts and beliefs and mindsets that they've had during their life that have made them feel like, restricted and small and trapped. They just didn't want that. They got free of all that, so they are their own person. They aren't swayed and um, kept under this long list of supposed tos and shoulds and need tos and have tos and must. So they're really a free will. That makes sense why they're a fire sign, because the fire signs have a big childlike quality, not childish, childlike, where they look at the world with such awe and full of possibilities, not a whole lot of restrictions, and they can't fire signs will take action and rebel a lot against, people trying to cage them when they're younger. And I feel like they did, and they have this freedom. And so they have this glow, they have this flow, they have this energy of adventure, of going, nothing can keep me down, but hey, I want to go check out and travel. They might have this, you know, adventuresome type of personality with all that too. So I like that for you, New Sweet, and that's what's coming through for you right now. So many blessings to you. A little tidbit of who they are. All right. So many blessings. All right. And then Goldie, hello, hello, a future self message. When does that sound familiar? Did we already do that? Oh, nope. Someone had higher self message. Sometimes they all start just blending together. So we'll do that. Let me just take a quick sip here. All right. So, Goldie, what messages from your future self? What do they want you to know here? All right. All right. So, you have the King of Pentacles and the Hermit card coming in here. And, this message from your future self with the King of Pentacles has to do with your abundance, your outside world. And the Hermit card is, it's like, it's important to balance. It's important for you when you're trying to decide what you want to do and how you want to rule your life with the King of Pentacles, that it's important for you to step back and when you're unsure, that if you step back and connect with spirit, which is what the Hermit card is about, they'll guide you on your path. They will show you things that they'll bring you clarity, they'll bring you answers, they'll bring you things. So, if you're facing choices in your life, and you always will in your outside world, it's like, if you're unsure, it's like, well, I could do either way. I'm not sure which way I want to go. Then if it's there's Chris from Minnow Pond Tarot, he's hilarious. I love him. One of the things that he says is, if it's not a hell yes, then it's a hell no. And I'm like, yes, I love that, because we can ask spirit, give me clarity to make it a hell yes, or because if I'm not like given information where it's a no-brainer, then I don't need to, go forward and do that. I can stay, and go, well, I'm opting that to no then, so I like that clarity of, it's kind of like that, which direction do I want to go? I'm not sure. Ask. And if there's no clarity that comes in, then it's like a wait until you get the answer that makes it very obvious. Otherwise, maybe there's a third option coming in, or they're having you pause on purpose for a purpose as well. So I like that for you, Goldie, and that's what they have for you right now. So many blessings to you. All right. We'll continue moving down the list here. All right. Looks like Magana. Okay, you re-put a message down below, so we'll get there eventually. But you retracted, so you stepped out of line. All right, so Scorpio. You are up next, Scorpio 1180. Hello, hello. And so I'm receiving those blessings and much love and blessings to you too. You want to ask, what is next for R, the Gemini in you? All right, let's take a look here. All right. Evidently that. Let's see what else we have here. All right. Well, these are two beautiful cards to come in here. You do have the Chariot and the Page of Cups. So victory, movement, a lot of choice coming in here too. But the Page of Cups is there's this love that gets taken to another level here with that Page of Cups. The Chariot card, beautiful, beautiful, powerful, powerful card that comes in with it all. The extent at which the speed and the height that the love goes, though, has a lot to do with your power of choice. They're gonna, of course, make their choices, and that also is part of the ingredients that go into the joint soup of a relationship, of love, of feeling that's between the two of you. But the Chariot tells us every moment is a choice of lower vibrational or higher vibrational energy, right? Lower vibration is our fears of what will come into our life or leave our life or not come into our life or not leave our life, what we're missing, what we fear, all that lower vibrational that's rooted in a fear of failure, losing conditional love, fear of rejection, all that deliciousness that we come down here to experience. Nothing wrong with it. It's just a different choice and a different experience. Or the other choice, unconditional love, joy, gratitude, laughter, woohoo, that energy. Every moment is a choice in four different, um, say, four parts of our life, four different, yeah, I guess you can say parts of our life. Wow, big, huge snowflakes just started coming down. I love it. Sorry. Easily distracted. uh, Choice of story that we're putting to it, lower, higher vibration, emotion I'm feeling in the moment, the energy I'm putting forward, and my physical action. And so, whatever your choices that you make depends on how high of extension that goes. So, I like that. For you there, you do have the Temperance card on the bottom, which is all about patience and things go back and forth and unfold. But the more that we look at higher vibration, lower vibration slows things down. Higher vibration speeds up, right? So, that also helps with things. So hopefully that makes sense, Scorpio. But that's what's coming in for you. I like it. So many blessings. All right. We'll continue moving down the list here. And we've got Patty. Happy Friday to you as well. Thank you. So, what's coming for you next week? Anything Spirit wants you to know? All right. Let's take a look here. All right. Oh, okay. So, the card that came flying out of the deck is the Three of Wands. So, next week is a week of changing direction in some way in your life here. You've got the Five of Swords, which tells me that there's been a conflict, more internal than external, but of course, internal conflict seeps out sometimes into external. But this is a battle between your heart and your mind, and your heart's going to win out. And your Three of Wands means that with this new information that your heart is bringing in, it's like the brain, the mind is at the table making decisions, and the heart comes running in with new information from the heart going, but this blah blah blah, and you're like, wow, well, let's go that way. I love Rumi that says, when you're wondering which direction to go, your heart knows the way, run that way. And that's what's coming into my head here, is that you do make this change next week, and alter your course in a way, because you're following your heart, you're getting out of your head and getting into your heart on a subject, or a decision that has to be made, and you're just like, yeah, I want to go this direction. So I like that refreshing change of things that's coming in for you. All right, and that's what they have for you, Patty Betty. So many blessings to you. And we'll continue moving down the list. And we got Kritika Malhotra. Hi! You crack me up. So when will your career improve? Oh, the sad face, the crying. Like, when will you get a job or an internship? You'll graduate in a few months. All right. So let's take a look here and see what the spirit wants you to know about the when. All right. Wow. You got the Emperor and the King of Pentacles. So King of Pentacles is a great card. It's abundance, it's your outside world, has fullness. So I feel like you will get an offer very soon here. The Emperor rules over all the kings, and it has Aries, new beginning energy too. Now, the Emperor also wields a lot of power in that, you know, they have a lot of people telling them about supposed tos and shoulds, a lot of advisors, blah, 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 or what is it? Self-appointed advisors in your life too. So these emperors saying you should do this, da, 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 blah, 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 blah. Well, you're inundated with so many choices or so much, the world, but the emperor is like, you really getting down to what is it that I want? The emperor gets a lot of advice, then he clears the throne room and says, I'm going to decide. I'm the emperor. I get to choose. And so it's, what do you want to do? Wherever you put your energy towards and you put form around it and you put action behind it, boom, you have this ability to really focus your energy with this King of Wands, Emperor energy. That is like, boom, I'm going to focus. I'm going to do this. This is what I want, and go for it. And because the King of Pentacles, you're backed by such divine masculine power. And this is about you initiating things, you stepping forward, you doing it. So I like this for you, Kritika. It's like, um, you know, take steps for it. And, your career is blessed with that King of Pentacles. And so it's like, all right, start looking, start, exploring, start seeing where would I want to work and see what options are out there and start going for it right now. Do it. You got the power within you right here to do it. So I like it for you. So the when has to do with your energy and how much energy you put into it, because it could be very fast that it can come in here, but it's about you taking action, you deciding, putting form, and taking action around it is a huge piece of it all. So that is what they have for you, Kritika Malhotra. So many blessings to you. I'm excited for you. All right. I know, Patty, right? Boom, boom. All right. All right. And then let's see. Okay, and then we already completed that one. So Dijona Sturgis, you are up next. Whatever comes out. Let's take a look here. What does Spirit want you to know right now, Dijona? All right. Oh, well, I think, did you get something like this before recently? Here's like, you got the High Priestess and you got the Hermit card. Two cards that talk about stepping away from the chaos of the world, connecting with spirit, dive deep, really this alone time, making sure you're taking your alone time and connecting to the spirit world, doing that real connection, real, because sometimes we can pray or meditate or journal and different things, but we are more reflecting on ourselves than connecting with spirit. And whatever this rituals that you do or how you connect with the spirit world, or if you don't, it's about just stepping back, clearing your calendar, giving yourself an hour with spirit and just going, all right, tell me about you. I want to get to know you. Show me more about who you are, or if you have a deep connection with them, how can I grow deeper with you? How can I get to know you even more? Something that we were talking last night in our praying mantis session was someone asked, when did I learn about my guides, like specifics around my guides? And I was like, 6 months ago. And they're like, what? Because so much of my life it's been spirit. I look at spirit as this one huge, I knew there was all these spiritual beings involved with spirit, but I would just ask spirit. And then I attended a group that talked about, they were like, you can really even grow your connection to the spirit world if you ask specifically who your guides are and get to know them. And I did. And I'm like, boom, four of them introduced themselves as like that. And I was like, wow, you guys have been waiting. They're like, well, since you asked, here we are. And I'm like, wow, I love the personalities of them and who they are. And but that's something that you can do, which, I feel like if that's an option, if that resonates, you can do that. So that's what's coming through for your Daijona, stepping away and growing your connection. So I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. All right. So many blessings to you. All right. You're very welcome. All right. And then let me see here, make sure I'm not missing anyone through all of my little stuff at the beginning here. So Maya. Did I pronounce that correct with all those A's and M's in there? That's funny. All right. So hello. First of all, so your brother Wahaj is going to get is he going to get his desired job this month? Sure. Let's take a look here and see. Based on current energies, is your brother going to get that desired job? Let's take a look here and see what we have. I feel like that's not their desired job. We've got the 8 of Swords and the 9 of Swords. The 8 of Swords is becoming aware of their thoughts and beliefs and mindsets that no longer serve them and that have been making them feel blinded and bound and trapped. And with the 8 of Swords, the 9 of Swords represents stepping back and realizing, what are my fears? It's the nightmare and insomnia card, which is like stuff that keeps us awake at night. And I feel like there's a lot of supposed tos and shoulds and need tos and have tos and musts that come into their life here. And it's like they're getting this clarity, they're getting this understanding of what they truly want to do in life. So I feel like this desired job is what they've been taught to think that this would be their desired job. It's supposed to be their desired, supposed to, need to, have to, must. But I feel like if they step back and get out of their head and into their heart, they're going to realize there's a different I don't know, just like a different direction that they want to take, and that this desired job is someone else's dream for them, if that makes sense. So and I feel like they don't get that desired job because I feel like they need to have this, like, thank God I didn't get that because that's not really what I want. It would have been like waking up every day going, all right, great, I get to go live my dream today, instead of like, oh, I get to go live my dream job today, kind of energy that comes in there. So I like that for you, Maya. So many blessings to you. Sorry, let me just take a look here. Okay. Sorry, just making sure. Excuse me, there wasn't an emergency. All right. All right. And good afternoon to you, Rain Sweet Drop. I do see your question here in a moment, so we will get down to you here. I'm having a great day. I hope you're having a good day as well. So you'll be up here right after Minahil. Sorry if I'm mispronouncing that. You want to know, when will you meet your future spouse? All right, let's take a look here and see what Spirit wants you to know about the whens. What are they willing to tell us here? All right. Well, we do have the 6 of Wands and the 7 of the Major Arcana, the Chariot. Both of these are movement cards. The 6 of Wands is victory. It's being seen. It's standing up, which we like the victory. Both of these are victory cards. So it's like it's a very positive energy here with both of these. And Gosh, I feel like when we're asking the when, with the fiery energy of the Six of Wands, and the Chariot is actually water, Cancer sign energy, but there is this movement, energy behind all of this, and that it's supported. The Six of Wands is has this energy that it's you're gonna meet them at an event where one of you is standing out. So that could be at a wedding or a party, a celebration, something, or even teaching. It's some sort of special gathering. I don't feel like it's a regular everyday, like, weekly gathering. I feel like it's a special occasion kind of energy that comes in where they are either on stage or you're on stage, set apart some way. Um, like if sometimes, like in weddings, they'll have the wedding party and they're part of the wedding party, so they stand out, or singing karaoke, like, or so like so teaching something where someone's in front standing out, and that's when you guys recognize each other. So whatever event is coming up here, the Chariot card is saying that there's the movement, and the timing has to do with both of you, the choices that both of you are making, because part of what's required for this meeting and to be drawn together is that both of you are raising your love vibration. You're getting out of old mindsets, emotions that don't serve you, mindsets that don't serve you, clearing things out of your life, and you're making these choices of raising your love vibration. Otherwise, we keep getting drawn into the cycles that we had before of lower vibrational. We do what we did, we get what we've got, and it just feels like going in circles, right? Well, I feel like you're breaking away from the circle. I feel like they're breaking away from their circle. Both of you are raising your vibration, but the faster, I mean, it'll come in faster. The meeting will happen faster. The more you raise your love vibration, the more you focus on gratitude and joy and laughter and unconditional love and that higher vibration, instead of the have to and supposed to's and the fears and all that stuff that just slows, and it's like an anchor slowing down a ship. It doesn't go very anywhere, or very slow if it's getting dragged on the bottom of the ocean, right? So I feel like that's what they want you to know right now. Mina heal. So many blessings to you. Hopefully that helps out a little bit. I know I want a date and a time in an hour, right? But that's not what they're coming in. Yeah, some that was for your brother. Absolutely. You're very welcome, Mia Mia. All right. And Mina heal. I think I responded to you. All right. And then Rain Sweet Drop, you are up next. So, something awful happened yesterday between you and the Aquarius that you're pursuing. You're wondering, what are his current feelings? Oh, something awful. Uh-oh. Oh, let's take a look here. Chances are it didn't impact the Aquarian as much as it did you. Let's take a look here. Yeah. So we've got the Knight of Wands, which is, movement of fire that happens here, and joy and celebration and partying here. So, with whatever you feel was awful that happened here, there might have been a heated moment with the Knight of Wands, but the Four of Wands is joy, celebration, balanced energy, and you know, I I feel like the current feelings that they're having right here, of course, this is what's going on inside of them, is that there is this, sense of humor. It's Aquarians, I'm an Aquarius. We have a bizarre sense of humor. We're weird, and we can laugh about things and contain things. That's sometimes Aquarians are accused of not having emotion, but we do. We just are water bearers, and we hold that water. We hold those emotions in the water, in the water containers. They don't splash out over everywhere. We can really compartmentalize and have a lot of our emotions inside, and we're feeling things, but we just don't usually you know, um, express it hugely there. The Knight of Wands just showed maybe they have a little bit of fire in their chart here, but I don't feel like it really impacted him as much as I feel it impacted you. Once things calm down and cool down, I feel like things balance back out with that Four of Wands energy that was in there. The Hermit card was at the bottom of the deck, which does talk about a little bit of time just to reflect. And but I don't feel like I don't feel like it's like gone. I didn't get like the Death card, or this energy is very much about fast moving energy. I don't feel like they hold grudges. I just feel like they just kind of go, well, you know what? It is what it is. Let's just keep going forward. Uh, so I feel like there is recovery from it, whatever it is. And again, I don't feel like it impacted them as much as it did you. Because they have it contained. So it splashed around in their container, but it didn't splash out all over the place for them, if that makes sense. All right. So that's what they got for you, Rain Sweet Drops. So many blessings to you. Right. We'll continue moving down the list here. No, Ms. Rack, we haven't gotten to you yet. All right, so Kevin to the Buin. Hello, hello. I am doing well. I hope you're doing well as well. Thank you for asking. And how does February look like for you in love? All right, let's take a look here. All right, see what does Spirit. All right, want you to know. Boom, boom. All right. Well, you got the Seven of Pentacles, which is all about the last thing that grows on the fruit tree is the fruit. And you have the Two of Swords, which is kind of closing your eyes and opening your heart. It feels like things are moving along. It is the card of patience, and things will reach there. I feel like you do reach a pivotal point in February with the Two of Swords, though. It's like you're, a fork in the road where something's been taking a while unfolding and fruit growing, and I just feel like you're like, it's like they're showing me Netflix. Are you still watching? It's like it's been going for so long. They're just checking. Are you still watching? Do you want to continue to play? And if you're like, yeah, I'll still hang out more, then you can wait for the fruit. But you might be like, you know what? This fruit tree is taking forever to bear fruit. I'm selling it. I'm going to go a different direction. And you get to decide. There's no right or wrong when it comes to whatever this is happening in February, but I feel like it's been moving slow, and you have an opportunity that comes up to off ramp and go a different direction if you want, but it's up to you. There's no wrong or right choice, but they're saying like if you're patient, there will be fruit eventually, but if not, you can always take a different route too. You don't have to hold out for the fruit. They're just telling you it's up to you. Either way, it's not like a fated life-changing type of scenario with love coming in. It's like, all right, I feel like it's stepping stones that you're experiencing, if that makes sense. So that's what they have for you, Kevin. So many blessings to you. All right. Yeah, I can understand that, Rain Sweet Drop. Sometimes, yeah, the heated thing, and yeah, it's just like, bah! All right. So I like when it's Byron Katie. She's wonderful. If you ever a chance to check her out, she has a website, thework.com. What she was like, whenever anyone's yelling at me, um, my first response is, "Oh, they shouldn't be yelling at me." And then like, okay, well, actually, if they weren't supposed to be yelling at me, they wouldn't. So then she goes, I look at how am I yelling at myself? This thing that came up, what am I what thoughts are yelling at me inside of me? What fearful thoughts can I look at? So if that just came through. So if you want to check that out, and that's for any of us, I think it's a good reminder. All right. Pramia, you are up next. So having applied for abroad for a work visa, when will you get the visa? because you have some visa related issues. You're feeling like everything has been stuck in your life. Oh, you know, I understand that. Let's take a look here and see what Spirit wants you to know, Premia. All right. What about this work visa? What do we need to know? All right. So you do have here, you've got the judgment card, and which is card number 20, and you've got the lover's card, which is the power of emotional choice coming in here. And you have a kind of this dual message that comes in because, you know, it's this judgment card is like this higher calling, your higher self is calling you in a direction, right? And when we have blocks, they're either coming from inside us or they're happening for us. And identifying which one is important, right? So when you're looking at where you're wanting to go, where you're wanting to, do the visa and that, I feel like with this judgment card coming in, it is your higher self going, I have something where I want to take you. So if you're having this block going in this direction, in this particular situation, I feel like it's spirit going, no, your higher self wants you to go this other direction. And so you're hitting these blocks because they don't want you to go in that particular path. They want you to go a different route. And the lover's card is about emotional choice. Every moment we get to choose what emotion we assign to what's happening. We're taught a lot about when this happens, this is how I'm supposed to feel. But when we change it to go, you know what? I know life is happening for me instead of to me. It changes the energy. It changes the empowerment that comes in going, you know what? If I'm delayed, like an example, I went to run an errand the other day. I had bumped into an old friend I worked with, and I hadn't seen them in like probably 6, 7, 8, maybe even 9 years. And I'd moved back to Colorado here probably a couple years. It was about 2 years ago. And I hadn't seen him at all, didn't keep in contact when I'd moved away and all that. But so I was running this errand. I had seen them briefly in the parking lot at a grocery store, and I was like, "Oh, okay, hey, da da da," and they were like, "Oh, she had to go," and we were like, "Okay." Didn't get to catch up a whole lot, just really briefly. And then I'm running this errand, and wow, it just kept on. At this errand, there was something wrong with this machine, and then something wrong with this, and they had a reboot, and then this, and delay, 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 and it was like this was taking a long time. And I just kinda sat in the moment going, "You know what? There's a reason why this is happening." And I go, "I bet," because I was gonna run to the grocery store afterwards, I go, "I bet I'm gonna run into this person." And so it took as long as it did, and I was just instead of being, Why isn't this going right?" I felt this beautiful flow, uh, going with the moment, choosing going, "This is happening for me," instead of "It's happening to me." And I got to the grocery store, grabbed the cart, and I swear, not even like 20 steps, I heard behind me, and they called my name, and I'm like I turned around, I'm like, "I knew I was gonna bump into you," and it was them. And so, I love this energy that's coming through for you, that it's happening on purpose for a purpose, and this being stuck in your life has to do with that you're trying to force yourself in a direction that is not where your higher self wants to go. So if you can take a step back, take a deep breath and go, okay, so you were stopping me from going this direction. What is my heart's desire? Not my mind, not what I've been told I'm supposed to, should, need to, blah, blah, blah. But if I could do anything and express this beautiful love in my heart with the world in my own special, unique way, what do I want to do? Where do I want to go? Because I feel like this is a calling, this clarity that's coming in. And if you're unsure of that, if you're like, well, I've just always kind of gone along with my family telling me what I'm supposed to do, which is most humans, right? There's this great book I talk about a lot lately because we just finished reading this in my Praying Mantis group, which is this Discover Your Dharma by Sahara Rose. If you check out her website, imsahararose.com, she's got some free stuff there that allows you to you know, um, take some tests. It's under purpose and under your Veda for your dosha, and it can give you some guidance there too. So I like that for you. That's what they have for you, Premia. So many blessings to you. All right. And oh my gosh, we're down to the last final like 5 minutes or so here. Oh, thank you so much for your donation. All right. And so I will jump down and take care of that. And let's see here. I still have quite a few free eatings, but I will be heading off here in a moment to go to my praying mantis member session. I think I have enough where I will come back on later to complete the free readings. I will be back tonight at 6 p.m. Mountain Time, tomorrow night at the same time, and then also tomorrow and Sunday morning at 11 a.m. Mountain Time too. So if I didn't get to you on your free readings, I will be back later, and I will, if you have your notification settings set to all, you'll be notified when I come back on. Otherwise, I will come back here and post a link to that, and then in that video also the direction there too. So I will do that. But thank you, Ricky, for your donation. So you'll be my final reading for this session. And thank you so much for that donation. And you want to know, did your husband, Taijay, get a woman pregnant or will get a woman pregnant? You've been in separation for a year now. You're back in communication for 2 weeks. And it's going good. Oh, well, great. Long distance. He's in Jamaica. All right. Okay, yeah, let's take a look here. So is there a baby in the works? Is there a baby in his life in the works or to come? Right? Yeah, I get that for sure here. All right. Well, we got a 3 of cups, and when we're talking about um okay, third party situation. Because I was going to say there's a third party situation that's coming in here. And I mean, just as you said, the world card, ending of old cycles, beginning of new adventures. And I don't see signs of birth here. I feel like, with this change here, yeah, we've got the 9 of Pentacles, which talks about independence here. Uh, yeah. So third party could be on both sides then, right? So he claims he's not committed to him. Yeah, 9 of Pentacles shows independence. So um right in alignment with these, not committed there. Yeah, Temperance is patience, balancing, things unfolding. I don't feel like there's a birth present here. So I do feel like he's being honest with this. Yeah, he's looking for a solid foundation in the outside world. He is looking for home, the sense of home with that too. Yeah, and lovers. So yeah, definitely. I feel like he does have this commitment coming in here for you. He loved this sense of home, this sense of what he had with you here. And even if there are whatever these third party situations, I do feel like with this world card, it is coming to an end. Like both of you, you're ending things on his family. At least today, this is based on current energy. But I do feel like um, he misses that sense of home that he had with you. And even with the other people that he's been seeing or dating or talking to or hanging out with, I feel like he compares them to you and what you guys had, which, was a very important relationship in his life. So um, I like this here. Let's take a look here. Whoa. And I just want to see any other information that we have regarding your relationship. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Yeah, the 6 of Cups here, there is this energy here with you of it's like past life connections. Like there's this draw between you two that I feel like you both recognize. I feel like you recognize it more because you're in tune with your emotions, but you feel like this past life tie with them. And the 8 of Swords is you guys are getting past your beliefs that you both have had about that have kept you restricted, feeling small, feeling limited in the past. Um, so I feel like they're realizing like there's something between the two of you that they can't explain. They're just like it's something more. And that's that feeling of home too, is like you guys just have this special bond. So so there you go. I love it. Yeah, the 6 of Cups. You guys have this past life lovers connection in many lifetimes. So there definitely is this draw together. Just both of you needed this time apart to really look at these belief systems you have about who am I supposed to be, should be, need to be, have to be. And you're cutting away a lot of fears where I feel like you guys can focus more now. You have the ability to focus on what you're grateful for in each other instead of, you know, uh, how both of you weren't living up to the supposed to be, should be, need to be. It's a lot of old familial, like family and societal thoughts and beliefs and feelings here. So I like it for you, Riki. Absolutely. It feels positive. It feels like the time apart actually allowed you guys to see what you had, right? Some things you're appreciative in it. Yeah. Oh, wow. A year ago. Well, hey, happy anniversary. Yeah, that is what is necessary to focus on what you're grateful for in someone rather than in what, you know, how they're not living up to it. Because who wants to be around that? Someone constantly telling you who you're not instead of thanking you for, I love this about you. Sincerely, I love this about you. That's what draws the couples together, right? I mean, because otherwise it just feels like we're nagging each other about how we're failing each other. But when we can change it to like a daily focus of something that I'm truly grateful for you is that blah, 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 and give an example. Let it be true. And we focus on that, they want to give more of that. But if we're focusing on what someone's not being, they're just going to you know, we just drift away because who wants that every day? So, yeah, absolutely. I love it for you, Riki. And again, thank you so much for your donation. I greatly appreciate that. All right, everybody. Oh, so let me grab some screenshots here real quick. So we left off with Swaroop Bobby. You will be my next free reading when I return this afternoon. And I'm just going to take screenshots. So when I complete those this afternoon, I will on that video. Um, sorry, let me just focus here for a sec. Oops, I lost my place. Okay, there we go. Oh, yeah, young Buddha. um, all right. I will. Sorry, I can't do two things at once very well all the time. But I will when I when I have the reading this afternoon, it'll in the I'll pin a comment on that video. Wow, I'm having trouble talking. And I'll put the order in which I completed those. So for everyone else, I did get through a lot of free readings here, but I will start with Swaroop Bobby this afternoon, and I did get you in Ashvin, right? So I got yours as well. So thank you guys again so much for all the thumbs up, all the love, all the support. I really appreciate all of you. I couldn't do it without you. And so thank you for being here, helping spread the Zen love with the world, and for definitely your thirst for hearing from Spirit. Like I said, I'll be back tonight and tomorrow night at 6 p.m. Mountain Time, tomorrow and Sunday morning at 11 a.m. Mountain Time. So until I see you guys again, remember every second of every day of your life, you truly are unconditionally loved by the mother and the father of all things, our creator. And of course, I love you too. So until I see you again, enjoy the rest of your day or night, wherever you're out in the world, and we'll see you soon. Until then, much love. You guys hang in there. We'll see you soon.